What this program does is it focuses on the combination and really the blurring of the lines between stagecraft and scholarship.
By the end of rehearsal, these kids owned the play.
I fell in love both with Shakespeare and with life in a new way. When I was looking at doing a PhD in philosophy, I found out about this place, and the way it combines, like as we like to say, stagecraft and scholarship with Shakespeare and learning through performance, all of these things were exactly what I'd been looking for.
So we designed a program to appeal to the literary person who always wanted to do something with performance, and to the performance person who loved to act and loved to be on stage, but also felt a deep desire to know more about the text, to understand the text, to embody the text. And so we started, as far as I know, the only Shakespeare program, graduate program in the world for teaching, directing, acting, and now dramaturging Shakespeare.
The IMLIT MFA program features 4 interrelated concentrations: acting, dramaturgy, directing, and teaching. While all students select a concentration in their second year, the program emphasizes cross-training. We want, for instance, every actor to be his or her own dramaturg, every director to be able to teach, and every teacher to understand the work of an actor, director, or dramaturg in moving a play from page to stage.
We have the unique opportunity with our acting internships to work on the one-of-a-kind Blackfriars stage with actors that are on the cutting edge of Shakespeare performance. Either first as an intern in our Actors Renaissance season, which is really the crucible where we experiment with all of the original practices at their fullest. No directors, no designers, exceedingly short rehearsal periods, working only from sides. Actors pull all their own costumes and props.
But it's tremendously rewarding to have studied these practices, to understand what was behind them, to have an opinion on what early modern actors would have done, and then to have the experience to get to try that out from the perspective of a modern actor.
The directing program starts from a perspective of the word is what's important, as opposed to let's set Hamlet in a prison. Well, that's all very interesting, and maybe in another space that would work very well, but it's not what we're after. We're working at building the story, building the context from the page out to the audience and telling the story, rather than coming up with an idea that then gets imposed on the text.
If I'm hiring a director and one of them tells me, I can make this baby come alive with, 10 actors and a bare space, and the other one says, well, I can make this come alive, but I need all this other stuff, I'm going to hire the first guy anyway. I think that our job is to show our directors, our MFA directors, how to work with the actor and the word, and to make them the best at that. And by the way, if you teach that to directors and to actors, then the guy that leaves here to be a teacher can walk into a classroom that is a bare space, create a bare space, and do the same thing for his teachers and teach Shakespeare better than anyone else can teach it, because he knows how to use that bare space.
In this course, you'll not only be learning how to compile a dramaturgy packet, which is your final project, but you'll also be learning skills such as how to format program notes, how to research to provide images and other materials to create devised pieces of theater. Essentially learning all the important skills you'll need as a dramaturg working in the professional world.
At the culmination of the Master of Letters degree, you write a thesis that has a 30-minute performance component.
This thesis format really epitomizes that divide between stagecraft and scholarship and the way they come together as well. For example, for my thesis, I focused on interludes and act divisions in early modern drama. So not only was I able to talk about that in a written thesis, but by working with a cast of performers and singers, I was able to learn a lot about the practice in itself, and I was able to concentrate much more on my scholarly topic from a performance-based perspective.
For the Master of Fine Arts degree, it's a bit different. For directors, you have to produce a show of 90 minutes to 2 hours in length, using actors from the department, from the community, and such things. We have a current production, Night of the Burning Pestle, that is actually using an entire children's company, all children, directed by one of our candidates.
Rarely does a director really work with kids to get them to understand what they're saying so they can own the play, and I wanted to do that, and I wanted to see if it was possible. And so I did a project with 11 kids between the ages of 11 and 18. They started out, some of them had never been on stage before, some of them had never done any sort of early modern text, and by the end of it they were all able to own that play and make it their own.
The MFA actors specifically have a show, a single show at the end of the MFA year that is the culmination of all of the work that you do here. All 3 years of your training in movement, combat, voice, any kind of musical training people have. It all comes together in this final show.
What we were able to do, because of the unique partnership that we have with the American Shakespeare Center, is attract scholars, attract practitioners who want to come, they want to work with our students, they want to work with the actors of the American Shakespeare Center. Stanton is really becoming a crossroads for these people, and one of the goals that I have for our program is for us to be, along with Stratford, London, and Washington, one of the premier destinations for scholars to come and work on the material that we're all interested in.